Hello everybody, welcome on in. I am Jamie with Row 12 Creations and you are joining me on the Rust Covered Cottage by Christina's page. I am one of her affiliates and we are doing an affiliate spotlight tonight. So as you are hopping on, be sure to say hello to me there in those comments. And if you are new to me, let me know where you're watching from. I love to see where people are watching from. So welcome in. Okay, so let me show you a close-up. All I did was take a makeup sponge, just one of the white. I've cut this one down. I recycle them. By cutting them down and reusing them, I took a white makeup sponge and I took the color Burnt Umber, traditional Burnt Umber from Deco Art, and I just swiped on a very thin coat in the background part. So you can kind of see the maple leaf is already popping, right? All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and get our surface prepped. I told you we're gonna crackle because I haven't crackled with you in forever, so we're gonna crackle, okay? And you all know, if you've watched me a hot minute, I use Folk Arts Crackle Medium, okay? This bottle has lasted me forever. I picked it up at Hobby Lobby. They also have it on Amazon. I'm sure more than likely they have it at Michael's. But I will tell you the cheapest place I have found it so far is Hobby Lobby. Okay. However, Christina does have a crackle medium on her page from Paint Couture. So this is how I do it. If you don't like to do it this way, you do it the way you're comfortable. Okay. But I take it and put a little amount, and then I just put it on here. Okay. The thinner the coat, the thinner your crackle. The thicker your coat, the thicker your crackle. Okay. But you really want to make the directions on the bottle say to let it dry 24 hours. We're going to speed that process up with the handy dandy hair dryer. Okay. And I have a nice glare from my light so I can tell where I'm applying it. And I still like to apply this with a grain of the wood. And if you want a variation of your crackle, you can apply it thicker in some areas and thinner in other areas. It's some fun stuff. How many of y'all like to crackle? Hold on, I see a question. You were on right before Junk Journal. Man, I keep missing you. I'm sorry, Amy. All right, the hair's already behind the ear. It didn't take long. You are really good at those junk journals, Amy. Really good at them, dear. So if you all need a good junk journal person, Amy's a good one to watch. She does some really cool stuff with her junk journals. So go see Miss Crafts by Amy. And any of my other crafting friends that are here under their business pages, go and give them a follow as well, and go give them a watch. You might find some new crafty inspiration. Now that one's further away from me, so I'm having to make sure I've got everything filled in. Got to fill in all the gaps, so to speak. Now, if you would like to give that Paint Couture crackle a try, it's on Christina's website, and if you click on the featured link, or the link in the description of the video, it will take you to this kit, but you can get to the Paint Couture products from that same link, and that is my affiliate link. So if you use it, I get credit, okay? If you don't use it, I don't get anything. So make sure you use my affiliate link. I have people telling me they order all the time, and I don't see it show up on my orders. But Christina gets them, okay? And I don't mind helping Christina out, but I'd like for both of us to get helped out. I'd like for both of us to get helped out if we can. You all, and if you like Halloween, like cute Halloween stuff, let me just tell you this. I didn't do any Halloween kits this year. I've had so many people just not very fond of Halloween or Halloween decor. So I didn't really do any Halloween themed kits this year. But Christina has them on her page. And yesterday, one of her newer affiliates, Mindy, from the Pink Llama TX for Texas. She came and did an affiliate spotlight on Christina's page and made the cutest boo banner. And I mean, it's adorable. So if you missed that, go back and watch that, okay? Now, if you have fun with your glue, crackling with your glue, go for it, okay? You worked on redoing your coffee bar today. You're loving how it's turning out. You used Abundance Mineral Paint and Van Dyke Brown. That's a glaze. Ooh, I bet it's gorgeous. I bet it's gorgeous. Let's see, I helped my aunt. She had some issues I had to help her with her lawnmower. That was loads of fun. Then had to work out the logistics for church next Sunday because our piano player is not going to be there. And our backup piano player is already committed to another church next Sunday. So luckily we have an electric keyboard that will play pre-recorded music. So our pianist was trying to get people lined up to press the play and pause button. So I was trying to work out the logistics of that because originally we had a family reunion we were possibly going to go to, but now we're not going to go to the reunion. So I guess I will be the fake pianist on next Sunday at the church. So I was filled up with, it seems like there was something else I was working on too. Can't wait to see it finish. Me too. Oh, did you show the picture, Christina? Oh gosh, I dripped. It's okay. Drippy drip is okay. Now, I like this crackle medium because I can, versus the glue, because I can go over it with my paintbrush multiple times. Where with your glue, I think you just kind of put it on there, and then you got to work quickly because you got to put your paint over the top of it while it's still wet. With this crackle medium, you let it dry, okay? Got to let it dry, and it says to let it dry 24 hours, and we will mimic that 24 hours with my hair dryer, okay? Let me get just a little bit more. And I bet you know what the top coat's going to be. Probably do. Okay, I think I've got every section now. Yes, okay, can you see it's kind of shiny? Now that shine will kind of go away once that dries. Okay. So what I like to do with my little pieces, I like to start with the lightest color and go to the darkest color. And I do believe our lightest color is going to be yellow. You've never crackled either, Diane? Oh, there's so much joy. It brings me so much joy. It's just satisfying to watch it crackle. It really is. All right, so can you guess what color this little stem's going to be? Anyone? Bueller. You know I have to say the same things over and over. You think it's ugly? Oh, no, Cruz, it's beautiful. Oh! Cruz thinks Cruz thinks crackle is ugly. Uh-oh. Well, I guess my barn quilt's going to be ugly. Uh-oh. I'm sorry. All right. Here we are. I don't know why I'm shaking it up. I did it ahead of time. All right, this color is Yellow Ochre by Folk Art. That is one of my favorite yellows. Mike, I like you too. You haven't tried crackle either, Elaine? What are you waiting on? There is my rusty corner. Hang on, it's Cheryl. Did I get it right tonight? Is it Cheryl? Mike, I like you too. Anybody watching CBS tonight? I imagine. Was football on today? Now this piece is just one piece, so I'm not going to bother with a piece of wax paper, but I will pull it out. Parchment paper. Sorry, I like to call parchment paper wax paper. Y'all, you just glued your pockets into your junk journal upside down. Row, Miss Amy, that's what happens when we're crafting and not paying attention, I guess. Am I rubbing off on you? Now, I do super thin coats, okay? I'll do 2 coats, and I do super thin coats. So that coat's already done. Voila. You need to try since you have time? Yes. And you don't have to buy the crackle medium. I just have great success with it. Okay, so let's see. I guess orange would be our next one. Sorry, Christina, I am not using Pen Tart tonight. I mean, Paint Couture. Ooh, that's another story for another day, right? We're using, I'm just using my stuffy stuffs. Crackle is awesome. You love it. Hey, Sarah, didn't see you hopping in here. This color is burnt orange. It's one of my favorite oranges for fall. That's the real reason. Tell us how you really feel. Look, Cruz is laughing. Tell us how you really feel. Right, Christina? That is too funny. Yes, I did. Yay! Hopefully now, Cheryl, I will not forget now that I've said it correctly. There is Miss Debbie with Crafting with a Southern Belle. She hasn't said hello yet. Let's see if I missed any. Hey, Sunshine Denise. How are you, sweet friend? Oh, Mike can't see your comments. But Jamie sees you. Stay blessed always. Oh, Cruz, that's so sweet. Wonder why. Sometimes, Cruz, when I'm live and watching, I'm not, sorry, let me back up. Sometimes when I am watching, I'm not live, but I'm watching another person that's live, I will see them talking to people, and I'm like, I don't see those people. Who are they talking to? But they're there, I promise. I promise. All right, so these two pieces are orange. So we're going to do burnt orange. Yay, thanks, Cheryl. That's so sweet of you. Okay, let's get another makeup sponge. And you don't have to use makeup sponges. I just like them. Oh, maybe not that one. That one's had Distress Oxide on it. Maybe we need to go ahead and get a clean one. Or maybe there's one right here I could use. I like to recycle them. Hi, Glenna. I see you're hopping on. Woohoo, we're up to 23. Okay, I might as well leave my scissors out until I get all my paints going. You just got home. You took your hubby for dinner for his birthday. Is his birthday today, Miss Denise? Happy birthday to the hubby. Happy birthday. Happy day. Oh, good question, Pam. Christina, Pam wants to know how different is the amber honey glaze from the light brown sugar glaze in color. I think I know the answer, but I'm kind of new to it, Pam, so I'm going to let her answer that. I think we were just talking about that the other day. So happy birthday, happy day, happy birthday, happy day. Hooray to Denise's hubby. Where did you eat somewhere good? Let us know. Okay, that little piece is painted. And I will tell you, this is very beginner-friendly kit. This one's not one of the more difficult ones. Okay, there are not a lot of pieces. Hey, Mary Snyder, how are you? Okay, there's, oh, we're up to 24. You would like to see pictures of my button collection? Who are you talking to? It's not me. You just, oh, talking to Amy? That's not the right Amy. That's a different Amy. But she might have a button collection. That's not my friend Amy that lives locally. That's my friend Amy that lives in Louisiana. Louisiana. Louisiana, baby. Louisiana. Okay. You're trying to understand it? What are you trying to understand? The kit? What did I say? I have forgotten that quickly. Ruh-roh, Shaggy. What did I say? Let me help you out. Remind me what I said. I'm so sorry. Cute shirt. Thank you. It's that love and faith. I hope they don't do me dirty. I've had some of my shirts are MIA. And they tried to tell me to check with my neighbors, but it said it got returned to sender. I'm like, I think if it, and tracking it, showing it went back to them. So I'm like, y'all, you just glued your, it's all right, Chrissy. Yes. Uh-oh, yes what? My puzzle pieces to my barn quilting? It's just like putting a puzzle together. Just like putting a sweet puzzle together. It's making a quilt, but using pieces and painting it instead of sewing your pieces together. So the good thing is you don't have to cut your pieces out like you would with a quilt. They're already cut out for you. And then the bottom of there's 2 separate surfaces. Girl, you better get that coated correctly. It's okay. It'll be all right. I see Debbie watching from the kit process. Oh. Well, when we get into putting it together, I'll explain it. How about that? You love puzzles? Well, Chrissy, you would love putting this together. Amber honey, warm golden brown with a rich amber cast. Brown sugar, soft, neutral taupe brown. Not too warm, not too cool. Oh, that's nice to know. Okay, so now we're done with the yellow ochre. Let's come back to our burnt orange. Let's put another coat on here. Not with that sponge, with the yellow. That would be a hot mess. I'm the wood kit queen, the barn quilt wood kit queen. Oh my, I don't know about all them apples. I just like them. But thank you. Hold on, I'm supposed to receive it. I received that. Sorry, somebody told me to receive it when you get a compliment. But thank you. I appreciate that. I hope you all like them. Did I explain that well? It's just like a quilt block. Usually, sometimes you get like, sometimes I'll make them with like maybe 4 quilt blocks or 9 quilt blocks put together. But you don't cut, the pieces are already cut out for you, and you paint them instead of sew them. Because some of us don't know how to sew. Are you laughing at me? Take the compliment. Take the darn compliment. I know what you really wanted to say there. I'll be a silly now. Okay, hang on. Yuck, 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 yuck. Take the darn compliment. Okay, yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Christina. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. You make the best barn quilts? Well, thank you, Elaine. Now, listen, y'all. I'm going to say this, and this is not me receiving the compliment, okay? I know I am not the best crafter in the world, but I do realize that the Lord has given me a talent. How about that? You had to refrain. It's your page. It's your page. Remember, your page. Okay. Now I think we're finished with the burnt orange. I can't believe that's the only orange. Yes, it makes sense. Now it does. Okay, you don't sew either. Well, I could sew a button on, Cheryl. Or if I have a hole in something, I could sew the hole back together. Oh, Christina, it comes from a long line of trauma. All right, now we're going to try something here, okay? Laura hadn't even opened this stuff. You're making 3 barn quilts right now. They are all so cute. Tell me, you will hang them in your sewing room. Ooh, ooh. Oh, boy, ooh, that smells funny. Well, there and I go to smell. What was wrong with me? I go to sniff it. This color is called Heritage Brick. It's supposed to be like a deep, earthy red color, okay? We're going to try it. Not quite burgundy. Hey there, my Jody girl from My Primitive Country Memories. I just added my in front of it. Sorry. You love to sew, but you would love to learn to make barn quilts. Well, if you know how to paint a stroke on with a paintbrush or a sponge, girl, you're in business. Okay, so this color is going to be red. It's called Heritage Brick, and it's from Deco Art. And, see, I'm thinking it's going to be a nice fall red. I could have done this with the Paint Couture paints, but I am not a very good mixer of paints. You hear you, sister? You lived it? I know you did. How's my Jody girl? You like glue? Cheryl, so do I. That was good. That was a good one. I like glue, too. I need to pull out my big sticky pad. Is that my big sticky pad? I'm just scared to touch it. I don't want it to fall. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to attempt it. Ha! Got it. Got it. And nothing fell, which is more of a miracle. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this thing. Let me put these sponges over here so I don't have a big giant mess. Okay. It keeps saying Leveda's watching. Hey, Leveda, you dabble in sewing sometimes? Oh, Jody, whatever. No dabbling going on. That girl's a pro. Miss Primitive Jody is more than a dabbler. She is more than a dabbler. Y'all, this shirt is a little more tight. It's not quite cut as big as the other ones, and I keep tugging at it. These are easy to do. Woohoo! I'm glad to hear it. Woohoo! We hit 25. We lost somebody. I'm seeing 24. I scared them off, I guess, with my reaching over. Can we make sure these say red? I separated my pieces into what colors which ones were going to get which colors. Kind of speed that process up, because girl likes, if you haven't noticed, I like to gab. Okay, well, if they weren't going to be red, they are now. Hey, Amanda McCollum, how are you, my dear? Oh, man, you wanted to see a craft avalanche? No, Cruz, we do not need any of those. Definitely wouldn't say a pro. Oh, come on. You're supposed to receive the compliment if someone gives it to you, Jody. You're supposed to say, thank you, I received that. That's what I was told. Do it. Receive it. I think you primitive ladies that sew are some mighty talented people. I want to be you when I grow up. Okay. Now you have 25 on your... Woo! We're up to 26. Woohoo! Celebrate. I can't do any kind of celebrations. Okay, y'all. We're going to see how this works. And I poured out enough paint to paint about 20 of them. I can't do any kind of, like, you know, your confetti or anything. Okay. Feel like I need to give away a prize. I don't have a prize. Thank you. I received that. See? Oh, girls, this is kind of cool. Not quite a burgundy, not quite a red, not quite a brown, but a mix in between of all. I think this is going to be good. This is a perfect primitive color / fall color. Woohoo! Yes, it is. Yeah. Uh-oh. You better stay on there. Homie, let me move you down here. I have paint on my tape. Yes, ma'am. Take the compliment, Jody. She noticed she didn't say darn. Hey, Roger, how are you? Oh, I didn't. Oh, he's saying hello to Cruz. But hey, Roger, I missed you coming in. Welcome in there, my friend. Did anybody do anything fun this weekend? I haven't done anything fun. Except for right now. I don't even... Yesterday's a blur. Yesterday. All my troubles seem so far. What did we learn tonight? Receive the compliments. That's right. What did you all learn the other night when I was on live, or the other day? Something I taught you. I said, if you don't learn anything else tonight, hear this. I was on Christina's page, wasn't I? If you don't hear any, because I was telling Elaine, if you don't learn anything. Oh, when I was spackling. All right, there's your reminder. When I was spackling, what did you learn that night? Oh, we just might have a new favorite color here. We were spackling with the spackle. You don't know her like I know you, so you could say darn to me. You can say darn to Jody. Hey, Laura, how are you? Yes, Christina, we are doing... Hey, Lisa, how are you? How am I missing all these people coming in? You love that color, Jody. You had fun with your brother today? What did y'all do? Miss Lisa, we are doing the maple leaf barn quilt tonight. Isn't that awesome? Cheryl's laughing at me. Please tell me what you did with my brother. Not down the drain. Ding, ding, ding. Using DAP. No, we might. We might. We might. What is the name of that color again? Heritage Brick. I know it's backwards, but take a picture, take a screenshot, and then flip your picture. Yes, she can. See, Jody said it. A lot about using spackle, right? But the main thing is don't clean your stuff in your sinks. Your spackle does not need to go down the drain. Okay? Okay. Now, we have enough of these pieces. We can continue on here. Let's start over with a second coat. Make our coats even here. Heritage Brick. Christina, is there anything in Paint Couture equivalent to this? Because if not, we might need to put a bug in an ear. Because a paint mixer, I am not. I mean, at least you could recognize. You took your brother some homemade Mexican soup. Did you take him some Menudo, Cruz? Do not put spackle down the drain. Ding, 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 Diane. We have another winner. Okay, I'm going to need a little bit more paint. I thought I had just chilled and watched a movie and talked. He talked. He made you an adult slushie. I had an adult slushie too. But not the same kind. It's not an adult slushie. I had a frozen Coke. Shh, don't tell anybody. It's Sunday. Those are the Lord's calories on Sunday, right? You just chilled and watched. I can't believe that. Where were the boys? You didn't know you were going to have a pop quiz? You didn't study? Well, why not, Chrissy? Well, why didn't you study? Remember, I told you all, if you don't, that night, I said, if you don't learn another thing from me tonight, remember this. Do not put spackle down your sink. Don't wash your tools. Don't wash your stencils. No, 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 no. Just, oh gosh, you had to work again today, Roger? Goodness gracious. Well, apparently I'm painting my fingernails too with this Heritage Brick. I like it so much. Okay, I think we're good. I think I'm getting paint everywhere. Okay, so here, don't look because I'm getting ready to put this. You went swimming with your cousins and had adult beverages? Well, gee, somebody did not invite me to all these fun things with adult beverages. Roger, yes, Menudo. Did you have papas also? I read your comments about your papas cruise somewhere on somebody's page, and it was funny because they didn't know what papas are. You had to tell them, and I giggled. Chrissy would have loved it because I did. I giggled out loud. So she might have to tell you all what. Braxton was working on homework and his chores. Jake was away with friends. You were on the deck all day. Did you wear your sunscreen, or did he put up the shade? It was a little warm today. The humidity was bearable. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on. This one needs smoothing out just a wee bit. I do not like my paint uneven. You will see me mess with it until it gets even. I see Mischief Managed Creations. See that color? I think that's going to be gorgeous. Now, can you guess what color we have left to do? Anyone? It's a fall leaf. No more swimming for you. Dan killed our pool today when he ran over the cords. And the pump with the chlorinator. The pump of the chlorinator with the lawnmower. Oh, yes. You know what, Cruz? I cannot remember if I've ever had it before. Shade was up and the fan was on. Okay. There is Mischief Managed Creations. Hello, I am Jamie, and I am on Christina's page. I'm one of her affiliates, and my page is Row 12 Creations. You like that color? Excellent. Switch buttermilk, not on the leaf. It's coming. It's coming. We're going to do us a little burnt umber because we got a little brown. There's the real Christina with the real Christina. Please stand up. Please stand up. I am not Christina by any means. That woman is a work horse. Where she gets her energy, I do not know. Green. No, not green. Not green. Okay. I'm going to put my scissors up. That probably means I'll use another color. This is going to be burnt, that traditional burnt umber from the Focus Arts. Please stand up. Please stand up with a real Slim Shady. Please stand. Now I'm going to have that song stuck in my head. And you probably are too, now that I've sung part of it out loud. So sorry. I'm so sorry. Love me, love my brain. I got it. Speaking of loving my brain, let me just tell you what I did at church today. So one of our church members is a freshman in college. Her college classes just started this week. So this was her very first week of college classes. And she has decided, well, she's already there, so the decision's already made. She's at UNC Chapel Hill, the University of North Carolina, from the good Lord, and you're a little crazy. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm a little crazy, but the energy, I didn't get that button. Anyways, I was standing there, her mom walks by me, and I asked her, well, how'd our girl do this week? Because, you always think about your people when they're off, when big changes happen like that. Well, lo and behold, she started to tell me, and then I realized, Jamie, your college student's standing right there with her. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. So, there you go. Love me, love my brain. Trying to ask her how our girl was doing, and she was standing right there in front of me. And I didn't even notice. That's how out of it I was. Hey there again, Miss Debbie with Crafted with a Southern Belle. So there you go, y'all. That's what you're dealing with here. All right, now. I might go over it with just one more coat. Yeah, that's good. I like that a lot. There we go. That's a little darker. Oh, it's a real Slim Shady. It looks lighter in the camera than it does in real life. I think I've told y'all that before, though. So y'all can laugh at that. It's kind of funny. Sort of, kind of. Hey, Kim. How are you, my sweet friend? We're working on the maple leaf barn quilt kit. Sorry. And I'm Jamie with Row 12 Creations. If anybody is new, I am on the Rust Covered Cottage by Christina's page. And we are doing an affiliate spotlight. And I am one of Christina's affiliates. And I'm the babysitter of the barn quilt kits. And so we are doing a barn quilt kit called the Maple Leaf. And so that's what we're working on tonight. So welcome in. If you have not followed Christina's page, be sure to give her a follow. She would greatly appreciate that. If you've not given me a follow, I would greatly appreciate it. If you would like this kit, if you like what you see, it is in the description. The link is in the description of the video, as well as in the featured links. If you know how to click on that paper clip next to where you share us out, it's there as well. Okay, now that's done. But we're going to, I already know. Now, I told y'all, remember, 99% of the time, I always wait until the end to paint the stain. To paint the frame. But this time, I already know what color I want it. I'm going to want it stained. So, we're going to go ahead and use that burnt umber, okay? Will that go on a background? Yes, Elaine, I've already shown that. All of those go on backgrounds. See, that's shiny stuff's the crackle. It's still drying. I see some shiny parts. I see some shiny stuff. Yes, ma'am. It sure will. All right, let me move some of my pieces out of the way so I can make room for the frame. I think this is going to be gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. It sure does. Love you, but you got to start winding down. 5:30 does come early. You're right, sweetheart. All right, sweet dreams and good luck tomorrow. I'll be thinking about you. Hope it all goes well. I hope your kiddos are, I hope you get a fantastic group this year. I pray you do. Love, love, love the barn quilts. You haven't done one yet, but you've ordered 2. Woohoo! Welcome to the dark side. That's what I like to say, because they're addictive. Once you start them, you're not going to want to stop them. Okay. Let's see. Kissy, kissy back to you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I hope you packed yourself something good for lunch. That always will make your day better. If you even get to eat. Sometimes we didn't get to eat. Lunch gets interrupted by the kiddos. If you're a nurse, you probably know that feeling too, right? I have not forgotten those days, Miss Alethea. I have not forgotten those days. I promise, I promise, I promise. What time is it? 8:56. She was still getting up at 5:30. Well, it's the first day of school. Never mind. I was like, she doesn't have anybody to take to school anymore but herself. Like, why are you getting up at 5:30? First day of school. Never mind. First day of school for her kiddos. She's been back a week. And all I'm doing is using the burnt umber paint from Deco Art, traditional burnt umber, and just a makeup wedge. You need to try. How large is this one? Elaine, it's 10.5 inches square. Most of these barn quilt kits are 10.5 inches square. The majority of them are. Most of them. Gotta have a wiggly, wiggly nose, a wiggly. Us nurses are eat on the run. Yes, ma'am, Miss Diane. So do teachers. If you get to eat it all. That's why I said the nurses will know what I'm talking about. I declare nurses and teachers need to get together and fight for each other. Because there are a lot of similarities about how they're treated and respected and how hard they have to work. Can I get an amen? Where's my amen corner? Okay, I'm just going to sweep up the rest of that paint and get this little section right here that looks a little bit lighter than the rest of the world. And we will be finished with the frame-o. Then we could dry the rest of our crackle and put, well, why don't you just stick your finger. Now, I have not, here now, I will tell you this. These 4 pieces go in the quilt as well. I have not painted those yet. I want to put the pieces in and see what it looks like. And then I kind of have an idea of what I think I want to do, but I want to look at that first, okay? I have a sort of an idea. Have you had a chance to look at our collab? No, ma'am, not yet. It has been a nightmarish craziness over here. But I have not forgotten you, I promise. There you go. Miss Jody said, amen. Okay, there we go. I promise I have not forgotten you, my dear. I think we're done with the sticky pad. Okay, let's move the frame-o out of the way-o. Okay, now, if you're wearing earbuds or AirPods, loud noise alert, okay? What does she teach? 6th grade ELA, and that's English Language Arts. And she did last year have a social studies, but I don't know if she has it this year or not. She has had social studies. Elementary, no, she's 6th grade. I was elementary. Well, she's taught 4th grade, 5th grade. 4th grade, 5th grade. I don't think she had 3rd grade. 4th, 5th, and 6th. She likes the older kids. Well, you're welcome, Amy. All right, loud noise alert in 3, 2, 1. Now, there's Crafting with the Barn Star. Showing up again. Up, no. Let me get my buttermilk ready. Well, I saw it, and is that Cheryl? I can't see her now. All right, let me feel of it. That's how you know if it's dry. If there's any kind of sticky, that you keep heat on it, okay? But we're going to run this over this really well because it's supposed to be dried for 24 hours. So we are going to mimic 24 hours of time passing on this crackle with the dryer, okay? How is your sticky pad made? Oh, good question, Miss Cindy. I'll show you. Do you know how to make a tape ring? Like you're going to stick something to the wall? It's a big, long tape ring, and I lay it down over a piece of cardboard. I'll demonstrate it for you here in just a minute. Let me get this crackle dry. Let me get the crackle dry and get the paint over it so it can go ahead and start drying. And then I'll demonstrate how to make yourself a sticky pad. Because I need to add another row to that one anyways. We're going to cross our fingers. I got it good dry. Excuse me, y'all. My nose was itching. Now, with this, I am not going to be using a sponge. I will be using a paintbrush. Okay? Okie dokie. I see a Joyce watching. Hi, Joyce. Welcome. Golly. How is your sticky? Oh, okay. Yes, it's painter's tape. And I don't, okay, when I am, Cindy, I don't think you've been following me long enough to know that I make like the outdoor barn quilts as well. Where did I put? Oh, it's right up under my sticky pad. I make outdoor barn quilts as well. And you make those a totally different way. And when I make those, I always use frog tape. Either the green, that's the brand, like the animal that goes ribbit. Frog tape in the green or the yellow, because they have different colors. Green or yellow frog tape. And then that's the best for painting barn quilts from scratch that go outdoors. But if I'm making sticky pads, I can use the cheaper. This is like 3M. Don't skimp on your painter's tape. If you all have watched me make a barn quilt, you know that I'm serious about my painter's tape. Hey, Barb. How are you, sweet Barb? Hey, Cindy with Create with Cindy's Creations. There's another sweet friend you can follow too, Miss Cindy with Create with Cindy's Creations. Poor thing had to start over her page. So definitely give her a follow if you don't already. We are doing a maple leaf barn quilt, and I'm getting ready to put the top coat on our crackle here. We're going to see if I can do some crackle. Hi, Tiffany. How are you, sweet friend? I love you big, too. You just got home from church. Yay. Thanks for that BQT and the 5 stars. We appreciate you. All right. So, Miss Cindy, are you still with your daughter? Miss Cindy had to start her page over, y'all, because someone robbed her of it. You were a paraprofessional in elementary. Oh, God bless you, Chrissy. You're a saint, honey. That's all I got to tell you. Saint. Saint, saint, saint. You are a saint. Oh, my goodness. I see Bonnie. I see Bonnie hopping on. Okay, so this is my buttermilk. You all know I had to pull it out. It's a perfect color for fall. Okay. And I'm doing it this way. There's Miss Cindy. All right. Ooh, I got too much. So what I like about using this crackle medium from Folk Art, I can paint my paint strokes. I can go over them more than one time. Versus with the glue, you don't have a lot of wiggle room. Okay? You go one stroke and you're pretty much done. I don't know why this buttermilk's acting thicker than it normally does. Okay. Now, if you go outside of the lines here, it's okay. Okay? And all I'm doing is the background. Y'all, and it's already crackling. Woohoo! That's what I like to see. All right, if you've just left the comments, you can't stay long. It's your bedtime. You got to get up at 4. Oh, my goodness, Barb. Bless you, my dear. Well, thank you for stopping in. I'm glad you said hello, but you do need to get in that bedstead. It's time. Somebody had never heard anybody say this before. Oh, it was Roseanne. Bed down. It's definitely time for you to bed down. Have y'all ever heard that phrase before? I don't even know where that came from. But it is for sure time for you to bed down. Okay, when it starts doing the little, hey, Bonnie, how are you, sweet friend? When it starts doing a little, if you swipe over it gently and it makes a little smudge look, you don't go back over it again. Just leave it be. That means stop because it's already started crackling. Okay? And I go with the grain of the wood. Okay, little gnat, go away. You do need to work quickly, but you got a little more wiggle room than you do with your school glue, okay? Your school glue is AKA Elmer's glue. Cindy, don't let me forget to show you how to make a tape sticky pad. Farm animals bed down in their hay. That's right. Maybe I get, you know what, Chrissy? I bet that's it because, you know, my whole family, I had a family of farmers. Both sides of my family, mom's side and dad's side. Thank you for the hearts. That's so sweet. Thank you. We appreciate those hearts. I stuck my finger in it. So I guess that's probably where we got it from. Time to bed down. I think I've told y'all about my uncle's bull, right? They had us scared to death of that bull. Talk about how mean he was. We used to go feed the pigs. I can remember going in the hen house to get the eggs for the chickens with my grandmother. Your husband says he's getting long ways. I've heard that before, Amanda. They bed down in their hay. But some animals sleep standing up, right? We had a community member that, this doesn't have anything to do with sleeping. He would tell you, he was an avid fisherman, and he would tell you if the cows are laying down, the fish won't bite. That was his little superstition or wives' tale. I don't know if there's anything to that or not. I never tested it out. But he would tell you that if the cows are laying down, the fish won't bite. Whoa, happy snappy on the paint there, girl. Whoa, woe is me. I gotta work quick there with that paint, getting it level, even. I gotta have a little bit more for that little corner right there. And some of you all probably could do this a lot faster than me, but I like my TLC time on my paint. Hey Lulu, how are you, sweet friend? Look at all my little craft round the clock sisters coming. Hey Jeannie with Clifton's Crafty Casa. Okay, I told you, Chrissy. He would say if the tell you about the bull or tell you about what the man in our town used to say. He was a bank manager and he loved to fish, and he would tell everybody if the cows are laying down, the fish won't bite. Now, like I said, I've never tested it. Have you heard to make a pallet on the floor to sleep? Yeah, so I would do that at my grandma's all the time. We'd make a pallet. Make a pallet to take a nap, or make a pallet to sleep for the night if you didn't have enough beds to go around. My grandmother had a rollaway bed that my brother and I would used to fight on to take turns to who was going to sleep on it that night. Oh, shoot. Well, glad that was not a... I just made myself a little paint stack there, apparently. Well, isn't that special? Whoopsies. It'll get covered up. It will get covered up with one of our pieces here. It is crackling nicely, I'd like to say. I'll catch up on comments here in just a minute. I got to work quickly on this stuff before I don't want it streaked if I can help it. So that's how you can speed up that 24-hour drying time. I don't think it says 24 hours. I think it says an hour, I think. Something's squeaking. I don't know if it's this mat or what. I keep hearing it squeaking. Maybe the paint bottle. Okay. And we got some crackling going on. A nice crackle going on there, y'all. Let me dry or wipe off the excess paint here, because I don't think I missed anything. We have us a nice crackle going on. Cruz, it's a nice crackle if you're still watching. I bet it's ugly as can be. Cruz told us earlier that she thinks crackle is ugly, so we've been teasing her about it. Christina told her to tell us how she really feels about it. Let me clean my brush real quick. Hang on, and I'll catch up on those comments, and I'll show Miss Cindy how to make a sticky pad, because we're going to be using it for those other pieces. Anyways. Okay, that'll be good enough until I can get it to the sink. All right, let me hold it up so you can see the crackling. Look at there. Can you see it? Is that not some good crackle? I've got a big delay over here on my iPad. Is that not awesome crackle? And it works great for me every single time. Oh, yes, you can see the crackle really good. I thought it would make it maybe mimic like wood. Like the wood, you know. Okay, so now let me take this little thing and I'm going to show you how I do my sticky pads, okay? It's just a piece of cardboard, okay? You could use if you got an old piece of wood, you could use it. Okay, doesn't matter what your base surface is, just so it's kind of flat. I take it, I'm gonna need another row for this anyways, and I make it a little bit longer than the actual piece of cardboard, okay? Tear it off. Did y'all know at teacher training they used to teach how to make tape loops correctly? I never had that. It was before my time, but people used to talk about it. And then I make it slightly shorter, and I try to get it down there as tight as I can. Okay? And then I'll take, we might as well take and make another row. And then I'll show you why I put the edge pieces on the edge here. So you just kind of sticky side up and then fold it under. Just a little ways. Okay, and it doesn't matter if it's even or not. And if it's looking like it's too long, I just kind of push it with my finger, push it under. And then I lay it down as tight as I can there. And that is how I do it. And then I take a strip of tape on each end, and that kind of keeps it tight. Keeps it from pulling up also. Helps to keep it from pulling on up on us. So I just lay it down on the edge of it like that. And I always use painter's tape because it just works good because you're painting. Tape donuts. We never called them that, but I like that. A tape, we call them tape rings in school. Make a tape ring. And now you have your little sticky pad for your little pieces. And that's all there is to it. All right, now here goes nothing, honey. Let me move this out of the way. We're going to put our pieces in so we can see what these last 4 pieces need to look like, okay? So here we go. You like that? All right, now I labeled the back top so I would know to put it up here with the top, okay? So I put my frame down first when I use my glue. You want to use a wood glue. Don't use or a super glue, okay? Or art glitter glue. You're welcome, Miss Cindy. Hey, Ann, how are you there from East Texas? We, art glitter glue does not have glitter in it, okay? But you want to use a glue that's not going to create any kind of extra space or between the surface and the base surface and the top surface. So Elaine and also Cheryl from the Rusty Barn, when you get your kits, there's a base that's 1/4 inch thick white wood, birch wood. Your pattern is scored on the base, so you'll know where to put your pieces. Then there's a top section, also 1/4 inch birch wood, that is cut out with your pieces, okay? And so there are 2 layers to it. So you put your top layer on the base. Use those score lines to show you where to put them. Okay, and then I have numbered my pieces so I will know where they go. Okay, so I'll just flip them over on the back because I numbered the backs. There's a 1, so I match it with the 1. I'm cheating on you all. I'm showing you this before we're actually completely done. There's a 7. There's a 3. And there's no rhyme or reason to how I numbered them. I just did the outside first. Outside going across. And then I started on the inside pieces. Okay. There's my number 6. And there's the 13, which goes right here in the middle. Okay. Now let's fill in our leaf. That crackle's already dried. Isn't that awesome sauce? Let's see. Oh, how about that? Did you say donuts? You love donuts. Denise, you cracked me up. I did too, but celiac took care of that. So no donuts for me. There's a brand that makes them, and they taste almost like a Krispy Kreme. But they have too much fat content in them, and they make me sick. Okay, here's the stem. It goes right there. All right, now this one I'm going to hold off on because let's work our way up to the top. I don't know why that little piece of paper is laying there. Okay, this is a 15. It goes right here. Here's a 12. There's a 10. There's an 11. Oopsie. Get away. Same little gnat. And there's the tip of the leaf. Now here are my 4 pieces. Ooh, I can see it in the camera. Here are my 4 pieces that I haven't painted yet. Now I made this kind of rustic. So if you don't want yours rustic, you do whatever style you like, okay? but I tend to lean towards the rustic side, and I will play on the primitive side every once in a while. Sometimes I can get whimsical on you. Oh, I see hearts flying. Oh, my grannies, look at that. And that's exactly what I needed to know, and now I know what color I'm going to do that. Look at that gorgeousness right there, would you? And we haven't distressed it. Krispy Kreme is your favorite, lemon field or raspberry field. You love it, Miss Cheryl. Oh, girl, yes. So now my pieces are sliding. Oh, look at those hearts. Is that not gorgeous? So can you guess what color I'm going to do these pieces? I'm going to pull them out. We're going to stick with these neutrals. Gosh, that looks great. That looks better than I thought it would. How bad is that? You laughing at me? Oh, you're giving me stars. All right, so we're going to paint these pieces. So let's pull our sticky pad over. And I'm going to do them all the same color. If you want to make yours colorful and use scrapbook paper, excuse me, crap book paper, Miss Denise Vertucci Gross. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. You know what color we're going to use here? It's a color I use often, but it's not buttermilk. You do? Hey, thank you, Pam. Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Keffany. Thank you, Roger. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you for the BQT, Miss Kim. I appreciate that. Don't tell us the bull story. Well, the thing is that I don't ever know if that bull, I don't know if they told us this to keep us afraid of it or not, but, also, somebody in my mom's family, and I don't know if it was my mom or my aunt, one of my aunts, they were afraid of cows. And so I don't know if they told us that because of that or what. Thank you so much, sweet Keffany. Thanks, Shannon. Thank you, Tracy. Mustard. Not mustard, but that would be pretty. Now you got me thinking, Jody. You think it should be mustard? Here's what color I was thinking. I was thinking my oyster beige. Because what I'm thinking is, I might stencil on these 4 pieces. I have a fall leaf stencil, some little small leaves, and I was going to maybe do that. What do you think about oyster beige? Because I don't want to take away from the beauty of that one little leaf laying there. So the story is, my uncle had a bull. I mean, that was not his only cow, but he had a bull, and supposedly the bull was really, really mean. And we were told never, ever, ever, if we had on red, maybe you know what? Maybe my parents were doing that to keep us out of they didn't want us going over there, because they didn't want to go over there. Don't wear red. So if we ever wore red, we couldn't go out to the field to see the bull. Inside the field where he was a pond, and we would fish in that pond, and maybe that was keeping us from going fishing. I'm just wondering. They didn't want us going fishing, especially if we had oyster beige, if you love that color too. So they didn't want us going fishing out there in that field with the pond, because they didn't want the bull getting out after us, chasing us, or whatever else it might do. So now I want to know, and I don't have any parents around to tell me. So, but that bull, they said, don't wear your red, because that thing will chase you, sure as the world. It's chased me before. You ought to hear the stories they would tell. That thing will chase you. It'll run you down, and blah, 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 blah. So they had us scared to death of that bull. And I don't know if it ever chased a soul. But I know bulls can be mean. But they had us afraid. They said, I wore red one time and that thing chased me to the electric fence. I couldn't get over that electric fence fast enough. So we were scared to death of that bull. We didn't go near it. We were scared of it. You know, and I don't even remember much about it. I couldn't even tell you what color it was. What if you didn't wear red? Well, they would say, you know, you be careful, that bull will chase you, or you don't need to be around. I mean, we just were afraid of the bull after that. So we just went on our little merry ways, I guess. I don't ever remember, Chrissy. I don't remember. I just know that they had us afraid of that bull, so we didn't go near it. We steered clear of the bull. We steered clear of that bull because we were afraid of it. And it might have been the nicest bull on earth. I don't remember. I do know that one of his cows got in the swimming pool. My aunt had a swimming pool. Now, when I say my aunt, I'm talking about his sister, not his wife. She had a swimming pool. You was always told red with the bull too. You didn't chance it. I mean, but sometimes you go over, we would go see my aunt, and the field was connecting my aunt's house to my uncle's land and his house, so we couldn't, you know, maybe they put us in red on purpose. I don't know. I don't know. All those crazy stories. We're going to see how this oyster beige looks here. If we don't like it, it's just paint. We can sand over it. We could use scrapbook paper on it. I'm making a mess, y'all, as usual. So they had us super duper afraid of the thing. Talked about how mean it was. I never saw it do a thing. I have to ask my brother about that, see if he remembers it. He doesn't remember a lot of the stuff I remember. But he's younger than me, too. Your pap would say that, too, Jody. Bulls are not usually nice. Correct. You were all, never turn your back on a bull. Yes, correct. We learned all of that good stuff, too. Let's see what else. I've been swimming with mallard ducks. Of course, I went swimming with the fish and the turtles, and we didn't go swimming in that pond. But fish and turtle, not fish. I went swimming in another pond that had fish. That didn't belong to my family. We'd swim in the river in the mountains too. In the summertime, when we would go see my grandmother, because she lived at the foothills of the mountains, and my aunt and my grandmother, they would take us swimming in the river. And that was you want to talk about some cold water. That mountain water, that water coming off the mountain there. Woo, cold water in the summertime. People joke about how cold the water is in that river. It's called Mitchell River. No, bulls are definitely not usually very nice. Very territorial. Very territorial. He had pigs. Swans are not nice either. No, they're not, Jody. Had one chase you around a pond while your dad laughed at you because he told you not to try and pet it. Well, luckily, those mallard ducks would not bother you unless you got close to them, and then all they would do is quack, 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 quack. But we've had, somewhere there were ducks. Maybe it was geese. Oh, the geese. The geese will chase you. Geese will chase you. Oh, mercy, they'll chase you. That's why what you need on a 100-degree day. That's right, Elaine. That cold mountain water. For real. Hey, Robin, how are you, sweet friend? Thank you for that BQT. We're working on finishing up this maple leaf barn quilt kit. Miss Robin. There's Robin from Zimmy Simple Designs. There's another fun friend to follow. We're finishing up, or sort of, kind of finishing up. Sort of, kind of finishing up. This color is oyster beige. I probably should have used that country twill. Hi, Bobby Joe. We've been talking about farm stories here, Miss Robin. The geese would chase us more than the ducks would. But I know I've seen swans. I'll tell you something else that'll chase you too. Here's a good story for you, and this does not entail a farm story. This is a teacher story. Went on a field trip with second graders one time. Not one time, but this was one time that I did. And we went to a science center in Greensboro. They have a science center. And they have peacocks. And they even have white peacocks. And they will chase you. And I don't know if you know about little 7- and 8-year-olds, but when they spread those tail feathers and start running after you, they look like giant monsters. And you've ever seen about 8 second graders, because I think that's how many I had in my group, 6 to 8 second graders, little 7 to 8-year-olds, grabbing hold of my arms, my legs, anywhere they could grab a hold of, and we were all just a-running, and I was trying to carry them and run at the same time because we were all scared for our lives. That doggone peacock took off after us with those wings spread, and to this day, I'm like, do not get me. They are beautiful birds, but don't get me near one. Nope, no thank you. Go, stay away. And had to return. That was the only year we did that. I don't think we went back there. But we did go back several years later with a different group. And it might have been second grade then. Did I go against the grain of the wood there? Oh, yes, I did. That's why it wasn't painting right. Well, I'll just fix that. And sure enough, they still had those stinking peacocks. It was scary, scary, scary. Y'all, I had 2 on this arm, 2 on this arm, 1 on a leg, 2 on another leg. It was scary. We just took off running. We were running for our lives from that peacock. And I don't know what we thought it was going to do. Peck us to death. I don't know. Flog us with his feathers. I don't know. But I have never in my life. Nope. One of my teacher friends. Well, she's one of my childhood friends too. She still will make fun of me to this day. If a story or something comes up with a peacock or what have you, she'll joke about it. We got some good jokes about the peacocks, y'all. Your granny used to put chickens in the freezer. The way she prepared them scared you. Oh my gosh. One of the chickens had no head and you thought that thing was chasing you. Oh my word. Woo, I can imagine that would scare you. Yeah, there were hard times back in the days. I cannot imagine. I think if I had to take care of a chicken, I think I would have had to go hungry. The way they off them. I don't know why I said that, but my grandmother did it before she passed away when I was 5, but I know she did it before she passed away. So I'm sure she did it while I was still alive. Oh, look, hey, sweet Jody. See, y'all never know kinds of entertainment you're going to get coming from me. All right, so that's our 2 coats right there. Now we'll add these and see if we want a stencil. I'll show you the stencil and we'll see if we want a stencil on it. We'll see if we want a stencilate on it. I've already been on an hour and a half. Whee! All right, let's put these pieces back in here. And let's see what we can do. There's number. Uh-oh, don't knock your scissors out of your little container. Just because you can. Now, just know this is not quite dry yet. But we're just showing it off. Number 4. There's a number 2. Get in there, little piece. You know you fit. So that comes in handy, that little sticky pad, because it just holds your pieces in place while you are painting. Well, I know you go in there. Come on, slide down. There we go. There we go. Now let's get our pieces back where they go. and you can see it. We'll see if we want to stencil those little 4 pieces with some fall foliage. I don't have that laid in there quite right. It's a little crooked for some reason. Oh, that helped. Helps if you get your frame on there right. Okay, so there it is. And I think it looks pretty daggone awesome if you ask me. Is that not gorgeous? And we haven't done any distressing at all. How gorgeous is that? I'm trying to figure out where I put my stencils because they were right there. Oh, yeah, then maybe that's a sign. You love it, and you just talked me right into that little jewel. Woohoo, Miss Cheryl. Good deal. Different subject. Yes, ma'am, Miss Elaine. We're done. So pretty. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, you don't have to do yours this way. You can use scrapbook paper. Where did I put those stencils? I laid them right here, I thought. Are they under that sticky pad? Or are they over here? Are they behind my iPad? Are they over here? Here they are. Okay. Here's the stencil I was thinking about using. Let me take it out of the paper package. This is one of those from Echo Park and their warehouse sale. Thank you, Angela. So perfect. Thank you so much, Irene. How are you, my sweet friend? And thank you, Elaine, and Chris, and Robin, and Roger, and Jody, and Chrissy. Thank you all. And Kim, and Diane. So here is my stencil with the fall leaves. That doesn't help much, but see, I was thinking maybe these pieces right here needed a little bit of fall leaves on them. What do you think? Should I leave it like, just distress it and leave it like that? Or should I try to stencil this on there? What do y'all think? Let me know. But I think it's gorgeous just like that. And so you would just take your glue and put a little bit right here and then glue your piece in. One by one. That's all you have to do. Use your favorite wood glue. Perfect again. Well, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you lots. You love that stencil? All right. Oi. Thank you, Miss Kimmery. Keffany. Well, I've got Kimmery on the brain, apparently. Yes, stencil. Trying to waft that gnat out of the way. All right. Well, that, my friends, I think what I'm going to do is stop it. I have, yes, stencil. Okay. Well, what I think I'll do is this. I'll stencil with, gosh, I should have done this ahead of time because I can't spackle. Because if I oh, hang on. I've got a cramp in my leg, y'all. Hold on. I turned the wrong way. Jeez Louise, it's this chair. Sometimes I get a cramp in my leg. Oy, 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 oy. Whew, that was rough. Okay. It's eased off now. Let me see if I can find my spackle. Let me see here. I'm going to find everything but the spackle, I believe. I shifted everything around over here the other day looking for, wait a minute. No. I was looking for something else. And I shifted everything around. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to find my spackle. We may not be spackling for the very fact that I can't find it. What a mess I have, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, please. Okay, it's not meant for us to spackle because I don't see it. Huh, that's weird. Okay, no spackle. No spackle. All right, we'll try one. Let me dry it and we'll try one. I don't know what color to use. Maybe that orange. Maybe a little of that yellow. Let me give this a dry real quick, okay? Hey, Teresa L., will you use the spackle? Well, I wanted to, Elaine, but I can't find it. It is MIA. I had to shift a bunch of things around the other day. You know what? It may be, I may have put it in a bag to move it out of the way. And if I did, it's not going to be close by. No, because there's my Mod Podge. Okay. We may have to, I may have to spackle off the live. Because I don't, my spackle is missing in action, y'all. It's missing in action. How are you, Teresa? I am doing good. How are you? Green? You think green? Well, we don't really have any green on there. And I really don't want to, I kind of sort of don't want to add another color that we haven't already used. Oh, Lordy. This is going to be one of them. This is going to be one of those where I have to repeat the pattern. Oh, joy. Oh, joy. Green? You think green? I don't want to add another color because I think that's going to take away from the color scheme that's already going on. Like, okay, let me give you a little background knowledge. Hi, Carol. The mouse took it. Stop it, Chrissy. Stop it. It's under here somewhere. I moved a bunch of stuff around the other day when I was getting ready for this. No, it's got floppy petals now. But I moved a bunch of stuff around when I was getting ready for this, and so I have a feeling I threw it in a TJ Maxx bag. Okay, so let me give you a tip for people who are doing barn quilts. When I do barn quilts, and normally most any barn quilt artist will do this, you try to stick to 4 to 5 colors. You don't really want to go over that unless there's a special pattern, because then it just kind of, all of those colors become distracting instead of working together with each other. They kind of distract you. It goes all, I mean, yeah, will it fit? No, because it's an even Stevens, it's an even Stevens square, 6-inch square, but I can make it work. It's not a problem. Let's try that burnt orange and see what happens. Okay? Let's just see. I've got it lined up on here. Let's just try it and see. Without the spackle. I don't see my big tub of spackle either. So, I have a feeling I put it in that bag the other day. Because I was like, everything that you might need later, put it in this bag and you can empty the bag later. Well, later didn't happen. All right, let me find my sponge that I used for the burnt orange. Let's just try it. Oopsie. We could even do a little mixture of the 2 colors. Hey, Darlene. Turn your wood piece. Why do I need to turn my wood piece? Oh, you're talking about the wood. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me try this. Aha! Thank you, Elaine. And thank you, Anne. Thank you. Now I get what you're talking about. Okay. That'll fit all the way across. Yay. Yippee-ki-yay. So that does not. Let's do. Okay. Here goes nothing. Now you'll watch me. I'm not going to do, I'm just going to here and there do colors, okay? So what colors I'm skipping The other color, I think I'm going to do yellow. We'll just see what it looks like. We honestly could probably do that red and brown, but let's just stick with these two colors because I've already got red in the four corners. Okay, now let's put out a little bit of that yellow ochre. Now this paint, ooh, it came out. Big blob, big blob. It's kind of hard to hold your stencil and tamp on your, I did not get enough. Now, if you're more comfortable using a stencil brush, by all means, use a stencil brush. Hang on, y'all. I need to get a good loading of paint, and I was not there with it. And I'm not worried if it bleeds over into the other color. Like that right there. That should just make it look more realistic, right? I actually have orange on my brush sponge. That's where that's coming from. I see comments. I'll catch up with you here shortly. Let's see if I can find a spot to hold that down. Did I get everything? Nope. Right there's another one. Okay, now we're going to see what this looks like. This may not be pretty. It may look oogly. Ooh, I kind of like it. Ooh, looky. Now let's just see. So is that going to be a yes? Can you tell? You love it? So should I stencil or no stencil? You can't wait to get your order from Echo Park? You could learn so much. You need to live near me. Ding, ding, ding. Bingo, you got it. Perfect. Okay, looks like it might work from here. Thank y'all for your help with that. I appreciate that. Darlene, how are you? Oh, yeah. Cheryl says, oh, yeah. All right. Well, let's get the stenciling. We got some stenciling to do. Did I just lay my barn quilt down in that paint? Please tell me I did not. Okay. I thought that might look all right. Okie dokie. Here we go. Here we go now. Let's see. Nope. Well, it's not gonna matter. All right. Here we go. You love it? Yes. All right. And I probably should have started with the yellow because you start with a lighter color first, but I'm a rebel. What can I say? Now, if you wanted to, you can even go back and lightly tap on another color if you want your leaves to lightly be a multicolor. But I would let that first coat dry first. I mean, the sky's the limit of what you want to do. So this is an Echo Park stencil, and I don't know if it's part of the warehouse sale, but the warehouse sale has started, you all, for the end of the month. They started it, must have started it early, but they have started the warehouse sale. Okay, now let's get our yellow one. See if I can keep it out of the orange paint this go round. And if not, that's okay too. What on earth? I don't know. I don't want to take the paint in there. You don't have to use a makeup sponge. If you have a favorite stencil brush, by all means, use it. I'm hitting it kind of hard, but it's because my sponge is smaller than normal. Okay, let's see what this one looks like. Beautiful. 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 Lord of mercy, here's another 2 hour live. Uh-oh, don't need to put that there. Let's move that over so it'll dry. Oh, we were fine. Okay, now, next. Next. Okay. Oh, y'all are loving it, eh? Okay, let's see here. How do I want to do this now? Let's do these two this way. I don't see that it would matter. Okay. Might as well keep on being a rebel. And these wash up with soap and water just fine. And you can do these in your sink. All right, let's switch to our yellow ochre. I have to get some more paint for this one. I'm running out of paint. My paint is running low. Hold, please. All right, I'll catch up on the comments here just a minute, you all. And if you want this kit now, it's $25. Shipping is included. And the link is in the description of the video and also on the paper clip beside the share arrow. So just keep that in mind. And, shoot, I got too much paint. That might look a hot mess right there. Hopefully it won't be too bad. One little corner right there. I'll catch up. Hold on. I'll catch up with the comments in just a minute. We've got one more to do. Ta-da! There's that one. One more, you all. One more, and then we'll be. All I'll have left to do is distress, and I probably won't do that on the live. Distress and glue my pieces, because I don't want to keep you. Here I said I didn't want to keep you, and here I have kept you. And I stuck my finger in the paint. Pouncy, pouncy. Uh-oh. Hold it down. Sis. Hold it down. Made a big mess there, y'all. Let's see if I can save the day. Okay. That's pretty aligned. Let's go with a yellow again. Let's come down here. Once again, I need to get a better load of painting. There we go. There we go. Some more paint, please. I like these. I like stencils on Amazon, but I really like these Echo Park stencils because, you know, Echo Park's a scrapbook paper company, and they are making things for like cards and smaller projects, whereas stencils a lot of times on Amazon, you know, are not made specifically for a certain product. So you get smaller patterns which look good on these smaller quilt pieces. Look at that. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Let's see now what we've got going on here. Let me close the lid, slide that over a little bit. Let's pop this one in here. Make sure it's in the right direction. Let's make sure this one's in the right direction. And we'll pop this one in here and we will call it a night. I will finish distressing it off the live and post a picture when I'm done, so stay awake a little bit longer. And all I'm planning to do is sand it a little bit and use my Debbie's DIY Design Diary. There you go. Oh my goodness. So see, the spackling wasn't necessary. What do you think? Yes, love it. Yes, pretty stencil. It's beautiful. I love your shirt. Thank you, Jen. There's Straight Jacket Crafting by Jen. I appreciate that. You need to start making your own stencils and selling them. You bought the Mylar. Okay, ma'am. You have an amazing eye for color and detail. Well, thanks, Miss Chrissy. I received that. I can blame that on my aunt and my mom. They worked in retail with clothing for many years, and I guess that's where it came from. I don't know. They both have an eye, or had an eye. My aunt still does, has an eye for decorating. Cute, thank you. Well, we already know that Jamie's good at making patterns. I bet y'all could make that happen. Ordered it. Thanks so much, Cheryl. I appreciate that. so much. Thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness, it's perfect. Gorgeous, beautiful, so pretty. Thank you, thank you. Now, like I said, let me tell you the name of this stencil just in case Echo Park has it. Sorry, y'all, my pieces went sliding. They went slip sliding away. Fall Breeze. Okay, Fall Breeze Sky. Fall Breeze Sky stencil. Let me take the paper out of the package in case you want to get the QR, not a QR. I'm so used to school saying QR code, not UPC code. That was not something that floated around the school system. There you go, in case you want to take a screenshot. Okay? In case you need a screenshot, there's the QR code. And Fall Breeze Sky stencil. I don't know if it's in the warehouse sale or not. Okay? But they do have some other fall stencils because I saw them. Christina was asking me about stencils. Was that yesterday or today? My days are wumble-jumbled together. Thanks, Chrissy. Thank you, Mindy. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Keffany. Thank you, everybody. That way, if you want to go take a look, I know their stencils are $3. And I don't think you get a discount for buying extras. But I will give you a little secret. And I think I've told it to you before. If you sign up to receive their text messages or and emails or one or the other, especially text messages, if you put stuff in your cart and leave your cart idle, like close out the page, they'll send you a text message with a coupon code for extra off. Hope I don't get in trouble for telling that. But there you go. There's a little secret for you. I love you more, Miss Chrissy. Thank you so much for being here and always all the support. Always being here and giving all the love and support. Uh-oh, we don't need to make an extra mess on there. So you could, if you want to add extra colors, go right for, oh, no, we're done scraping. I've got orange in there now. Okay, you all. So I'm not going to keep you any longer. I'm just going to distress it with my dark wax and glue my pieces in, and she'll be a dunsies. She'll be one for the books, right? All right, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. If you know a friend that likes quilts or likes fall or likes puzzles, sprinkle this to them. They might like this. We might get a new customer. A new customer. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, you all. Thank you so much for spending 2 hours with me. Now 2 hours and 4 minutes. But I love you very much. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. You know my little spiel. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let those bed bugs bite. But if they do, hit them with your shoe, and then they'll be black and blue. Sweet dreams, everybody. Thanks so much. Once again, I can't say that enough. I appreciate y'all so very much. And I love you all very much, too, and I enjoy spending my time with you. I will be live sometime tomorrow. Good night, my sweet Keffany. I'll be live sometime tomorrow. I don't know what time, probably afternoon/evening. You know, Mondays aren't such a bad time to go. Thank you for sprinkling. Mwah. Probably evening, probably 8:30, because we'll do another barn quilt. It's barn quilt time. I'm knee deep in them. We got to get them done. It'll be time for cranking out to Christmas here. You know what I mean? I didn't mean to rattle the, wiggle the table, but there's our sweet quilt. So look for me tomorrow. We'll be doing another quilt pattern. And I believe that's about it. I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll try to get a weekly schedule posted. But I am only on Craft Around the Clock so far this week on Thursday. I did not get in Fun Friday this week, unfortunately. I could take a 10 o'clock if it's still open. But there it is, everybody. All right, so until tomorrow or until next time, peace, love, and light, and happy crafting. Go get you a kit. Links in the description. Links the featured link, okay? And when I post a picture, I'll post that link with it too, okay? Thank y'all so much. Mwah. Good night.